tuần giờ yêu nốt thì cầu chi lúc cầu liên đu Xiong ý sẽ cho bỏ xa cho bé nhớ tổ lúc giờ phát khê và giờ dễ lòng chân mong nồng hết sáng xiên khoa nhớ là chuột tê tuần giờ chỉ hùa lìa thân nên Tou Ger Xiong nếu giờ ít tổ cú tút trò chỉ thấy lúc tết chờ nhớ tổ适合tổ trò nhớ bọt tê tuần giờ chỉ Tou Ger tổ ta xin nâng rồi Xiong ở chia nhớ tổ luôn trong sân phô nó thầu Xiong ý sẽ cho bỏ xa cho chi tuần giờ chỉ Tou Ger của tôi vậy chứ tuần giờ nhẹ lù vư nó tết chờ tờ gỡ tôi cho cầu ít tụi mình nhỏ đừng có lá đê我做菜做做，好古了做汉代拉头，做啲切睇，冇錢摸，就做睇摸半，攞咗嘢隻嚟打聽。古到摸聽到有意切人個，聽nhau做睇地做上一次就播下就做，大家。我ท่อนน่ะเตอจอด้วยอีจงจีโจอ้อตัวย่อตัวที่เชอมาริกาเนาะเฮตัวป้องโจเขา USA เนาะรุ่นจงสัมโพสังมินิโซตาย่อโจจอชิเหตชิเนาะกูจะเปลี่ยนมินชิจอเดตุ้นเจอจอเก๋เก๋ช่วงอีเสียจะปัวจะจ่ออ้อตัวเกิดเตี้ยta high school diploma nhớ tôi lúc chỉ cần tới Humble High School nhớ tôi sau Westside St. Paul trong ý sẽ cho bùa cho trâu tuần giờ cỡ tiếng bachelor degree tôi nhớ tôi lúc chỉ cần tới Curtin College tất cả tôi tuần giờ cần tới tiếng ta lợi tuần giờ tôi là giải lúc là hồ lự và motivation speaker sai tôi để ý tu nâng một hai lù sơn cả thả cho cái cho khi mình tu mình nhỏ cho cái cỡ mò xia một cái chuyện cho khi tên nhà tên gì cái lời mò xia sau là tên mình tu mình nhỏ cái lời cỡ tông tới một chỗ cái xia cái vả mừng tuần giờ lúc xí hận tới tuần giờ tôi là ba kia cho nhà cho gì cho mình tu mình nhỏ có bao giờ bé phổ của tôi cho nhẹ bỏ đi cha thế chuyện chúa cho xia là tôi tiết chế nó nhon bỏ đi cha cái tên mình tu mình nhỏ mò xia cần đó có chôn chùa bé ra đây nó kia tôi tên mình tu mình nhỏ cho mình tu mình nhỏ tôi nhớ tiết chế nó tuôn giờ một kia phổ của cho vô thế ít phổ tới lỡ mò xia cần tới lỡ cái tôi chôn chùa lỡ là tôi hô lửa ua lỡ mua vào mua chê thế lỡ chỉ chia lỡ ít phổ do vì hết tiệt mua tuôn giờ để tuôn giờ một chốc kia lỡ họ làm một chân tuôn giờ giờ ít tụt tuôn lùa xia đâu xia rong mua lu rừng mua lò ba chân cả cho tu chân thành chế có sẽ đời mua cần đời muốn cho lo shit tự ôn nào chứ có lỡ mua bằng sự ôn nào chứ nhớ tổ tiết钱nó chứ sinh chấp lỡ nhớ tổ sẽ mãi thầu sẽ nó tên mình mua sai thọ cá rô công lỡ ta tờ lọ kia và edit official chỉ ta linh đạo sư tuân gia trần sĩ nhiều lu sĩ hở sĩ nhẹ chia sĩ đa do và chỉ khổ sĩ một ba bê mong lo do hãy năng phần trời cho đu lo do cho khá một tờ trả lùa lửa hãy năng của một cái chính gia anh chẳng cho bê chế năng xuất xoay dạ của trâu có bê chế năng nó muốn chế mua tuôn giờ nếu muốn họ phía rằng mua rong nếu muốn phần hiệu cho chế cần tới mong thật xóa lu nhớ cho sáng mình sẽ tàn nó nếu muốn chỉ cha nếu muốn xác khi cho mình tu mình sai có lẽ nó mất sẽ cần tới cái rồi con lấy cho chế cần tới lấy tiếp tục biết ta hết tiệt vì mua tuôn sơ thế giờ rồi nó giờ hòn thuốc khi này bao tiệt tuôn sơ giờ ít tu ba cho chế công hộ tuôn sơ giờ cho chỉ trả tiền nó chứ tuôn sơ tao sai cái ba lần là cho foundation mỗi bao nhiêu cho tuôn sơ có một châu phơ bé mong tê tu chi根据nhà là tê thái tê bỏ tê tê nó tuôn sơ nhưng我打的是叫那个多开店面对面nhỏ nhau tê钱nó có lo từ ba chỉ我到一还能用要到了这钱呢tuôn sơ tao ta xin năng nó chỉ có ý lúc có liền đâu Xiong ở xe năng có bé nhớ cho luôn trong Maryland tới chơi Columbia cái ta xin năng rồi nó nhờ vì hai năng phe từ cho năng Columbia lúc tới chơi tao mua tuôn sơ để hoa nhẹ chia cho nên một tua và cho nhẹ hơn mà thâu nếu lúc chế một bỏ chế cho ý lúc hạ rộng lo thế rồi tuôn sơ có sáu tỷ họ nếu lúc xia hay tiền nếu yuan cho nếu chế năng nếu chọn câu chọn mùa nếu nhẹ nếu tê phong yêu thế nếu chế năng mong hiện tại họ nếu lúc xia ổn định thầu nếu tụ cho xia họ sau na họ cho ý chung cho nó chứa政府 America tôi mua xe ba cho tuân giờ lúc chế cho các lò cho đồ sáng Minnesota cho lúc tế chờ America nó cho bé cứ tin nên trang mong cho lầu cho lùa tôi bỏ tuân giờ sai tuân giờ để nó uống sầu cơ để bé số lần số tụ cho câu cho mùa cho phong cho dư chứ cho nhà cho gì thâu cho ý trong công hồ mong bé mong có gì sẵn cho nó cho chú mong cứ tin nên trả cái phong cái dư số lần số tụ chỉ hay nhớ đây nhớ dễ tua nghe tàu xí hở đa do như chia tôi sai tuân giờ我手cơ chỉ ta linh đạo sư nên cho tông gái nhiên gái chia tôi ba lu tàu của mùa đầu tuân giờ chế năng rồi nó số chế là cho mình chôm nhỏ thế ưa tuổi đã lâu nên do trong nên tiền chia tiền chi chỉ ta chỉ cơ
I just want you to just take a look at Tou Ger's face up here in the photo, and it's so hard for us because when we look at him, we want to cry because we miss him so much. But I know that in Tou Ger's spirit, he would say, "Smile at me," because I'm smiling at you. So I hope that you are going to take that to heart, to smile when you're looking at him. So how do I even put into words for the next few minutes the giant of a character that what Tou Ger was? The deep love of humanity that Tou Ger held, the incredible push for justice that Tou Ger had, the contagious positivity that Tou Ger shared, and the tremendous generosity that Tou Ger showed. Many of us have shared experiences in at least one of these ways with Tou Ger. Being bought there, Tou Ger, ni yo I tu tin hình, ni xia lo xia rong. Thiên ni mu ba cho linh từ lo, ni in ba xia đâu lo. Giờ nữ ban thiệt kế yang yang đau lời tu, lo ban thiệt kế hử thiệt lú cho bé hải mong, nữ yên cầu tế cho ba ta xia tàn dư. I could revisit Tou Ger's long list of accomplishments, including many social justice activism cases and support in political campaigns, to his many speaking engagements across the United States. But I think it's important to remember Tou Ger for what defined and motivated him to become who he was and what he is known for. Beyond the happiness that reflected in Tou Ger's aura, I want to share about how Tou Ger represented determination, inclusion, and authenticity. Vì Tou Ger Xiong Tou Ger Xiong có lời một cái cho Xiong cái Xiong Xiong thiết cái cú Xiong sau đó thiết lý bỏ thầu Tou Ger luôn chỉ sự. Tou Ger lived his life with purpose and determination. As a chubby little boy running after his older brothers and sisters, Tou Ger wanted to be part of the action. He wanted to play the outdoor games like his older brothers played. He wanted to follow his older sisters, follow them around and do chores like his sisters and talk with them. He wanted to do the things that his older brothers and sisters did so much that when they ran off to play by the river in Nam Son, Laos, he chased after them. Even though he was only 2 years old and his chubby little body could not move fast enough, Tou Ger's older brothers and sisters went across that bridge to the other side of the river, not knowing Tou Ger would follow them. Tou Ger kept chasing them, trying to move quickly across the bridge until he felt the pain on his feet. The soles of his bare feet were burning from the hot black asphalt bridge. That was one of the earliest examples of Tou Ger's determination. Tou Ger's determination to do more, to push himself more, to reach for more, started from those early chubby toddler days. His determination to do what he set his mind on brought him to many achievements as a child and to being valedictorian upon high school graduation. His determination brought him to help many people achieve success, as well as to drive his own many successes. Tou Ger Xiong Tou Ger我错呀哩努力学啥？要Tou Ger只知道做好努力学的，你啥道理呀？也你应我道理努力学啥？ Having a sense of belonging is important to all of us. Tou Ger sought out his own belonging in any group or any place that he went to. He made it seem like it was effortless to create friendships and community. Tou Ger was the type of person who could walk into any place, not knowing a single person, look around confidently, and then find a spot to insert himself. At the end of the event, Tou Ger would have many new friends and would leave an impression on others. How did he do that so naturally? Most of us would walk into an unfamiliar place with unfamiliar people and still feel unfamiliar upon leaving. Tou Ger did this by just being himself, which means he was not trying to change himself to be included, but he was including others, no matter how similar or different. Tou Ger looked for ways to unite people, found ways to show people what they had in common, celebrated differences, and showed acceptance. His sense of inclusion created opportunities for people to be included. Tou Ger once said, As much as we're different, we're even more similar in many ways. One of his quotes. That was the essence of inclusion that Tou Ger used to build bridges and unite communities. Tou Ger Xiong cho tu tin hình nên chi vì nó yên xa có cho hai này nhau sĩ đồ rong ok nếu thiên thế kế cậu cho chú chi lòng đau hai này. Tou Ger was proud to be Hmong, and he embraced the cultural differences among many cultures. He spent time learning about his heritage, seeking and sharing cultural knowledge. Through the hundreds of speeches and shows that he did, he was Go Hmong Boy. Tou Ger wanted others, especially Hmong youth, to embrace their Hmong identities, to feel excited to learn about different cultures, and to practice self-love. He always made time to learn about other cultures through friendships, through community events, and through travel, which he loved to do. He believed his self-identity became clearer when he valued his roots. From his trips to Laos to see how and where his mom and dad grew up, to local community events in Minnesota, including the Hmong Minnesota Day at the State Fair, to national events and conferences, Tou Ger held deeply to the roots that grounded him and proudly declared being Hmong as a part of those roots. With these declarations and actions, Tou Ger remained true to his authentic self. Tou Ger Xiong cho bé hải này Hmong, nếu mò xia cho bé chọn lúa mua đâu cho lâu. Tou Ger yên kinh nếu lúc xí hở muốn cho lâu xí thả hậu chế lâu. Tí giả lên nếu kinh xí hở muốn kia cho lúa hậu chế gần đó. Nếu do ý tuần tuổi cho tới cho lâu thiết cho lúa có sinh cả xí rồi. So here we are today, trying to capture the giant character of Tou Ger, remembering the goodness that was within Tou Ger, channeling the positivity that was shining through Tou Ger. Yet, there is still this empty feeling in our hearts, because Tou Ger was so much more to us than the public image that people saw. Tou Ger was so much more than the determination that drove his passions, more than the inclusive nature of his approach towards people, and more than the authenticity in his cultural identity. Tou Ger would want us to remember him beyond his public image. With others, Tou Ger could see what people needed, and then he would help fill that need for them. And when he had a need, he always knew where to fill that need. Before he left for any trip, he would stop by for a prayer from Mom. He would say, "Nè, có ba thon tu đâu cụ." Whenever he was feeling down, he would stop by to be cheered up by the laughter from our kids. Tou Ger would get down to the level of the kids, and he would joke with them, play with them, and listen to them. Times when he was worn out and tired, he would stop by and he would ask to take a nap on our sofa, or on Mom's bed sometimes. Tou Ger would say to me jokingly after his nap, "Neti, I sure slept good." When he needed something and he needed comforting, he would stop by for home-cooked meals. Tou Ger didn't need to ask for food when he came. He knew he could always just walk to the refrigerator, check the refrigerator, and there would be home-cooked leftovers that he enjoyed. So beyond the public image, Tou Ger was a brother, a son, an uncle, a cousin, and a friend. Tou Ger was family. Tou Ger is no longer here with us. Tou Ger will no longer visit our homes for comforting food, good naps, or fun laughter. But I know that if Tou Ger were here right now, he would actually say, Batondutoku, or pray for me, because he is going on his final trip. And since Tou Ger was a determined and inclusive soul, we know he would want us to keep his legacy alive. So Tou Ger, we dedicate the Tou Ger Xiong Endowment to you. We hope to carry on your work in social justice and bridging communities. We hope to make you proud. I'll end in Tou Ger's words. There's enough people in this world claiming to be victims. So don't be a victim. Be a victor. Claim that and see how your life changes for the better.
To Minnesotans, Tou Ger was a treasure. Tou Ger embodied what we would like to think we are, the best of what we are. Kind, empathetic, funny, patient, and determined. You heard a little bit about that. We witnessed it in public life of seeing a true champion of social justice. And it's one thing to hold those beliefs. It's another to take those beliefs into the public square and make change. And I think it's become apparent to everyone, the Hmong community is so deeply a part of who we are as Minnesota. To lose a giant like Tou Ger strikes at the heart of all Minnesotans. So please know that legacy that Tou Ger has made will continue to ripple out. I hope not just Hmong youth, but I hope all of our youth learn and continue to tell the story of Tou Ger's life. I'm grateful for the endowment that'll be moving forward to make sure that happens. And there's a story to be told here that all Minnesotans should aspire to. A kind, gentle soul who cared deeply about those around and did it with a sense of humor. And I think we could all agree, we could use a little more Tou Ger in our lives. We could use a little more of that in our daily lives. So on behalf of the people of Minnesota, I have the privilege and the honor to issue the official proclamation. Whereas Tou Ger Xiong was born in 1973 in Laos, he spent 4 years in a Thai refugee camp as a child before coming to the United States in 1979. Tou Ger made a massive impact with his comedy, his rap, his motivating words, and his presence. His unique way of storytelling helped thousands of people feel seen, heard, and understood. He is known for uniting individuals in the face of challenging issues and shedding light on marginalized and excluded communities. Tou Ger was active in political empowerment, racial justice, education equity, and civic engagement. He founded Hmong Day at the Minnesota State Fair as a way to celebrate the heritage of our various communities. His efforts aim to preserve Hmong history and pride for all future generations. His passion for community led him to intern at Congressman Bruce Vento's Washington office. This experience helped him to organize volunteers back home in Minnesota to elect Senator Mimoa, the first Hmong American state senator in history. Tou Ger was tragically killed in Colombia on December 11th. He is survived by his mother, 6 brothers, 4 sisters, 13 nieces, 12 nephews, 2 grandnephews, and 5.8 million Minnesotans who loved him. Following in the spirit and passion of Tou Ger, his family has set up the Tou Ger Xiong Endowment. The fund has helped establish support his legacy, moving forward and fostering community and advancing social justice. Tou Ger will always be remembered as a beloved social justice champion, leaving a lasting impact on Minnesota and across the globe. He was a passionate community builder, cultural bridger, intergenerational connector. Tou Ger's impact on our community will never be forgotten across Minnesota. Now, therefore, I, Tim Walz, Governor of Minnesota, do hereby proclaim Saturday, January 27, 2024, as Tou Ger Xiong Day.
He challenged all of us to work for a world where everybody has a voice and their voice is heard, and where every culture is accepted and celebrated. Tou Ger was often described as a person who made people laugh, and he wanted to make sure that we were having a good time, and he constantly reminded us to smile. But he also reminded people to think about the hurt of injustice, and then to feel the compelling need to take action against that injustice. And even as he made us laugh, he was showing us that the power of laughter it's a powerful tool to fight injustice. I know that he was always working to build a world where everybody has the freedom and the opportunity to be their very best selves. I will always think of him as a happy warrior of sorts in the long line of other Minnesota happy warrior leaders who tied joy and laughter together in the hard work of activism and education and building a better world. Tou Ger's in his life celebrated the joy of being human in all of its complexity and beauty and pain. So, as we celebrate his life today, let us all hold onto his spirit of joy and resilience and strength. May his memory be a blessing and an inspiration, and may the light that he shone as he lived illuminate our lives and work as we go forward without him.
Today is a sad moment because Tou Ger won't be able to walk in a room and tell a joke and wear a costume and be who he was and light up the room the way that he does. It's sad because of that, but in many ways there is cause for joy, friends. There is cause for joy because we had a chance to bask in the glow of this man.
In those moments, he was somebody who showed that he could walk in any and every community. In those moments, he was showing by example his ability to make everyone else feel comfortable. In those moments, he was showing, there's a lot of reasons not to follow that voice inside you. There's a lot of reasons not to do what your heart is telling you to do. There's a lot of reasons not to just be silly and have fun. There's a lot of reasons not to show up at a serious event in an Elvis Presley costume. There's a lot of reasons when you see injustice that isn't personally targeted against you in the moment, not to speak up and not to recognize that all injustice is personally targeted against you. There's a lot of reasons not to make sure somebody else feels comfortable in a difficult situation. Because I have to confess, it's hard for me to push through the mountain of anger that I hold. It's hard for me to push through this intense feeling that my friend Tou Ger gave so much more to the world than in the end he ended up getting from us.
When we were in Chiang Mai, we visited our auntie, Saviga, at the Hmong orphanage in Chiang Mai. I have never seen Tou Ger so emotional. He told the story of how his dad was an orphan, and that seeing those kids there was like seeing his dad when his dad was young. We didn't have parents and we didn't have anybody to go to. People know Tou Ger as a funny guy. I know Tou Ger as a very emotional, very loving, caring, emotional person, very deep. His love for his family, his love for his mom, his love for his dad. 3 days before Tou Ger left us, he texted me. He texted me a link about Arnold Schwarzenegger having $400 million and now lives on a farm. And the link he sent me was, hey bro, check this out. And the link is, money can't buy true happiness. So despite a $400 million fortune, Arnold Schwarzenegger now lives in a low-key life with and feeding his animals on a daily basis. He said, "That's you." Because we had told him we moved to North Carolina and live on a farm. I say, "Hey, this is December 8th at 10 a.m. I say, "Hey, that's my life now. I don't have $400 million, but hey, you can come for a visit." He said, "Yeah, dude, I would love to. I'll have time in February and March. I'll let you know. Thanks for the invite." I said, "Yeah, the tickets are like $90. Allegiant, Minneapolis to Asheville. December 12th. I said, "Yo, bro, where are you? Come home. Love you." Silence. Dude. Come to the farm. Let's go swimming in some other Mekong River. Thank you for everything that you do. Thank you for being who you are. Thank you for making us who we are. I won't say goodbye because I know I'll see you again. I love and miss you.
Tou Ger personality, activism, performances touch many lives across the United States and beyond the Hmong community. One would say his mother gave birth to him, but he was God sent and was our inspiration. He was my dearest friend, a true friend that has been thick and thin with me as long as I know him, for over 30 years. He was an honest leader, the proudest Hmong American of our time. I am honored to be his close friend in shaping the course of our Hmong American experience, both directly and indirectly, as well as giving Minnesotans and the community at large a better understanding of our people. He was the bridge for many of us and the voice that break down barriers for all. We will miss him dearly.
The one regret that I have, and I think it's the regret of many of us, is that he has given us so much. He has given us so much, and we have not given him anything. Bị chỉ bao bao nữ thiên chị, bị chỉ tao khoa nữ, thầu nữ chẳng nó bé, bị chỉ tao celebrate nữ.
Tou Ger chỉ từ bên nhau là, okay. Tou Ger chỉ bên nhau là, bé sai Tou Ger luôn nè, okay. Giờ ta Tou Ger nhau là Tou Ger bao ta, Tou Ger chỉ từ bên nhau, Tou Ger yêu hai chàng tụi bé, okay. Em bé sai là giờ bé sai tụi họ cứ ta, nữ cho này luôn nè trong này chàng, okay. Mà cô yêu hai, I want to this particularly to the younger people, okay, because I think Tou Ger care a lot about young people. Every school, in fact, every rally, he did it for the young people, okay? He's all for you and building the next generation. That's what who are you, which hero are you waiting for? You are the hero, you can create your own hero, yeah. And so, your passion is a priority, okay? So a lot of people go through emotion in life, not doing what they love, And they end up constantly looking back, asking themselves, what if? Yeah. So follow your heart and not the words of other, and not to live up to the expectation, but to live up to your passion.
You know I love you so. I swam across, I jumped across for you. Oh, what a thing to do. 'Cause you were all yellow. I drew a line, I drew a line for you. Oh, what a thing to do. And it was all yellow. Your skin, oh yeah, your skin and bones turned into something beautiful. You know I love you so. You know I love you so.
We dedicate this song to our Uncle Tou,
Who filled our lives with love and laughter.
who inspired us to live life to the fullest.
To take pride in being wrong.
To tell all of our own stories. To smile and shine.
We thank you, Uncle Tou.
We love and miss you.
May you be at peace.
Your skin, oh yeah, your skin and bones turn into something beautiful. You know I love you so. You know I love you so. Look at the stars, look how they shine for you. And everything you do. They were all yellow.
So on this fishing trip, I stayed with my dad while Tou Ger followed a group of older fishermen onto the middle of the river. The water at the crossing point was only waist high on a 9-year-old, so he crossed over easily. Tou Ger was curious to see if the fish would be bigger by the island and decided to follow the old fisherman. At the time, my dad and I did not even know Tou Ger had crossed over to the island. If my dad knew, he would not allow Tou Ger to cross the river. I know that Tou Ger was not next to me or my dad. He was not on the riverbank where we were fishing. When my dad noticed that Tou Ger had gone over to the island, he yelled over for Tou Ger to come back to the riverbank. When Tou Ger saw my dad was angry at him for going to the island, he started to cross back over to the riverbank. However, instead of facing upstream to make the crossing possible, he turned his body downwards, and the current swept him from behind. When I saw that he went underwater, I immediately jumped into the water to find him. I was able to grab him and pull him up from being swept into the deeper part of the river. Once we were back on the riverbank, we both were exhausted and just stared at each other. We did not exchange words, but looked at each other, expressed our brotherly love. I could see in his eyes that he was grateful to have me save him from the water. He knew from my eyes I would risk everything to save him. If I would have been there this last time, he needs saving. I still would have risked everything to save him. Tou Ger, I am sorry I was not there to save you this time. Don't cause too much trouble with your curiosity while you are in heaven. You will always be my little brother. See you later. Your bigger brother, No Ying.
Nhớ rằng biết tuần nụ tuần giờ Oli cha nó lại nhớ chị ca nhớ chị rong cái nền chạy bé một lời tu li mong tuần giờ Ủa cha có luôn bé lại hồ tiệt tuần giờ xứ the youngest son thì chỉ có nếu chỉ cho lý tu thì chỉ có cho lý bé chỉ nói ít tu lo ít tu nụ lo một cho có tư lo luôn này bỏ thì cái tuần sau tuần này là sao một cho có tư lo luôn thì cái tuần sau tu mua bây giờ biết tu lo một cho tu giàu mai xí mùa sủa mì Yang Cú Miley Carter Laya Jeffrey and then những bao bé linh đạo tuần sau tụ mùa tuần sau tụ cử tuần sau tụ ti tuần sau u chắc cái này giờ lu giờ quan nụ cái này thì thái bé cho mùa ít thu ju cái này chỉ bốn lần thứ đầu nâng thua nâng chế bé cho mùa cô chuyện cho tao thầu có một cậu trong xứ mấy tôi sẽ xếp hẹn đầu của tôi này lo máy ly cái chuyện mùi dầu cứ lo cứ dầu chú ta cho bé cho phong dư cho lo cho dầu họ bé trên ninh họ bé được con chế Congress cái giờ ít tôi mê xứ là cái này sao chế kia cho bé muốn được tôi nhớ tu sẽ xếp hẹn đầu chế thế cái niệm thề lo rồi tụi tu nữa ôn nữa rồi lo chắc có cái chuyện này thì cái chế kia nữa cái chuyện tha của cho mua thế của cho phong yêu ý trong gì lý là cái chuyện tha thế mà cái giờ bỏ lỗ tụi tôi đang niệm trai có kia thiết tan cho cái cho phong yêu cho chúng chỉ cần đó và cho niệm trai thế này giống ta Tou Ger, you really showed that bully that he should not mess with you or your siblings or friends at all. It's in hunda mu nya tuan da theli chika mo choka tha pe lai je pe li la ko ma ni shit ta kho so chen da pe chi pu ne wa pe tro pe shada. Wow, that day at the age of 10 I saw the power of your words and your gift of rallying people of all ages to protect us, your sisters and our friends. Itun sa kalunay ma kani lupe cho mo chali kalupe itu do itu be cho mo John jong ka sa ke tha ke lo the ka sa ke sao the lupe shada Lucia cần ra pelu lu chấp lại đi tu xia thì xia chấp lại mà để thật cái ta xin nên để ba chị tao co tôi chúa co chị tao lấy lu xia xả cho em mua có ba bé chứ để ba chị tao co xả hay tiệt có sao ba sao chị là mà ấy rồi nó coi mù giống có mò bé bỏ là hai tia coi như mù đau mù hú đi thọc cái nhỏ cho bé không để té nó bên trên hai tia coi như mù trôi khát theo rồi rong rồi vắt chữ nhỏ là em mù giống có mò bé tụi nó sẽ giống sẽ đó tiền nó bé mua mong chấp lầu ở bé tô dù là quá có tuần có cho mua cái bé tụi nó thọ thế thọ cái lời tiền bé trói dù là quá nó mua đôi xin chỉ đồ ý xong gì xin chỉ đồ mà bé tụi nó sẽ xong sẽ đó tuần sau xong bé có cho mua và lúc có chua có chấp lầu mai xì mì mà lại thế mày đi.
I do believe that he's in a greater, place than earth here. And that's all he was meant to do, is to open our eyes that life is not perfect, but at least you can do your very best to make this world a better place. And if TG can forgive, then I can forgive too, and my brother and sister can forgive. And we'll be free of the guilt, of the ugliness in ourselves, like he suggested. I want to say, TG, when I brought back all of your belongings, I went through your stuff, your belongings, and I saw a really old pendant inside your suitcase. And in the pendant, there's an inscribe in there that you wrote and printed and put it inside. And you said in the event that if I'm no longer living, please contact a priest for me. And when I saw that, I found that and I came across it. It looks old, and it looks like he's been traveling with this pendant throughout his life. And that shows the type of individual that my brother is when it comes to his faith. You also may have heard of how Senator Fong knew of how strong his faith is too. And because of that, I truly believe that all these signals that we have seen since his death, like to know that a paper not on the sea. We saw that. We also saw a lot of events that just took place over the course of his death. And I know he's at a place where he's happy now. So again, come with Tou Ger Xiong had the guy bit to watch you come with Hotel TG. Come with Taka shy bait your good deed, Doka, Durapunia. Take with your more, take your good dinner, Joshua. Eh, put your look, we are high to go. I saw got the kinchang. Take who high now, sir. Ye walk a job. To have to the cake who come more. Lopos, this okay now. Tia, watch out, TG.